I thought to add another little feature to our learning. I'm just looking. And this Eitzip is Gomer Chabad, there's 2 volumes, only have one, of Vertlach, taken from, see this? The share every day Avot, Mamash Avot, the quote. Okay, so first the story. So what's the story? Okay, the story like this: the Gon and Chosed, Rabbi Yitzchak Isaac of Vitebsk, or is referred to as Eisel Hamler. When he was 18 years old, so he was appointed to the Chassidic, the Rav, and to be the Rav of the town of Ostrovne, which is near Vitebsk. And there he was for about 20 years or so. Then he became the Rav of Vitebsk and was the Rav there for 60 years. Before he accepted the position to be a Rav in Vitebsk, he went to the Ozna to get the Alter Rebbe's bracha. So when he was in Yechidus, Alter Rebbe asked him a question about the kashrus of a bird in a certain case. And he said, how does the Shach paskin? Permissible or forbidden? So Rabbi Isaac answered that the Shach forbids. In such a case, the animal, the bird is treif. Alter Rebbe said it's not the pshat in the Shach. Shach actually is matir. And he told him when he was by the Mizitch Magid, it happened once that the Magid called up his Talmidim and he said to them, there's a heavenly accusation leveled against the Talmidim that their study of Nigla has weakened. And the proof is, do they know the pshat in this shach? Is his conclusion, heter or osir, mutter or osir? So the Maggid said this to us. So we looked into the shach, and we said to Pshitus that his conclusion is, in such a case, the bird is osir. The Maggid said it's not the pshat, and he taught it to us. And we saw that, in fact, the conclusion is that it's mutter, permissible. So the Alter Rebbe then repeated the whole beer of the Maggid to Rabbi Yitzchak Isaac. And then the Alter Rebbe said to him, throughout your years of Rabbonis in Vitebsk, this question will come to you. And 2 other questions. The Alter Rebbe told him what the other 2 questions would be and what the answer is. And when these 3 questions, the 3rd question comes, you should know that your years are up. You've completed your shlichus lamata. So as mentioned, when he became a Rav, he was a young man, the Rav in Vitebsk. And soon after his arrival, this question came. Woman came, she brings him Rebbe. She brings him the bird. And it was exactly the question that the Maggid and the Alter Rebbe explained. The pshat in the shach is that the animal, in fact, the bird, in fact, is not forbidden, but it's mutter. Now what happened was, this was a goose, and expensive. I think I missed something. Okay, so she went first to the young Rav, and she didn't tell him she had first gone to the senior Rav in the town. So, as mentioned, when she brought it to Rabbi Isaac, he said it's permissible. Then the senior Rav finds out that he said it was kosher, and he said to him, it's not the pshat in the shach, it's treif. And the Shach says it's treif. So Rabbi Yitzchak Isaac said to the Rav, I didn't know that. I'm sorry, I apologize that she had asked you first. But I have to tell you, with respect to the Shach, which is your source, explain to him the pshat. That the conclusion really is that it's permissible. So the senior, the Rav, is a big Talmid Chacham, says, I swear that this understanding of the Shach is not yours. Tell me who told this to you. So he said to him that he heard it from the Alter Rebbe, heard it from the Maggid. It seems that the part of the story is also, this was a way to Makarev, this Rav, Chassidic, seeing the goodness of the Alter Rebbe and the Maggid. But anyway, the story concludes that Rabbi Yitzchak felt very bad because this is one of the 3 questions, and he got it soon after he arrived in Vitebsk. However, it took 60 years before the 3rd question came. And that was a winter of Erev Shabbos. So when the question came, and he gave the answer, we don't know what it was, but it was also Shadi Kashrus. And he passed, and the Alter Rebbe told him to, he immediately called over the Chevra Kadisha, and told them it was a winter day. They should make preparations immediately for the Levaya because his neshama is leaving, and so it was. And that was his passing on that Erev Shabbos. Today's Vort. It was divided into sections over here. Avot from Baal Shem Tov. We cannot estimate the intense effect and power of Avas Reim, of loving friendship. Friends who Rachmim Rabim on their friend, their colleague, when he is in a situation, Shas Atchak, have the power to tear up a heavenly decree that had been set for 70 years. And can turn the klolin into bracha and death into chayim baruchim. The power of true loving friendship. A wonderful day, folks.